And we're following a heartbreaking story out of Rutherford County in western North Carolina. That is a look at Trooper Horton, John Horton, along with his wife and his 6 children, recently competing in a hunting situation up there, expedition, and last night he lost his life. He was hit along with a driver he was trying to detain in Mooresboro. He was a 15-year veteran of the Highway Patrol. Here's what we know at this point. We're told that Trooper Horton had pulled over this driver near High Shoals Church Road and Goods Grove Church Road. That's in Mooresboro of North Carolina in Rutherford County. At some point, there was some type of scuffle that he called for backup on this traffic stop. What we know next is his brother was the closest trooper and responded. His name's Trooper James Horton, known as Nick to so many up there. As he was responding, at some point he lost control on that roadway, hit his brother, and also that suspect, the driver, Dusty Beck. Both of them died of their injuries. We know Nick was taken to Cleveland Memorial, where he was treated for what we're hearing is a broken leg and has since been released, but just awful. This is a look at that procession arriving at the funeral home in Forest City at Harrelson's funeral home. Earlier this afternoon, his fellow law enforcement officers escorted his body from Spartanburg Regional back to Forest City. That's where we find our own Teresa Bowles. She's there. Teresa, did you see people that came out to pay their respects? It looks like that's a full parking lot behind you, but I know people line the streets to pay their respects.
I think there's possibly some more people still paying their respects to this moment. And, you know, John's Brothers in Blues left no stone unturned when it came to sending him off with respect. I saw nearly 50 patrol cars in that funeral procession, if not more. And a community is mourning by coming together in the best way they know how.
I've been a teacher for 28 years, and it's one of the only students that I've ever had that everything I said, it was yes, sir. Yes, sir, Mr. Lydecker. He was so respectful.
And also a good Christian man, a hunting partner, and a true serviceman. This is how Trooper John Horton's loved ones describe him. The community is shaken.
It can be a little town like Forest City. It can be a huge city like Charlotte. When something happens, the good in people comes out.
Trooper John Horton died after a tragic accident. His brother, Trooper James Horton, lost control of his vehicle while responding to John's traffic stop. The collision happened while John and the man he stopped, Dusty Beck, were standing alongside the road. His brothers in blue sent him off with honor, and the news broke the hearts of not only those who knew him, such as his high school teacher and wedding videographer, Robert Lydecker.
It was hard. It was gut-wrenching. You never want to see this happen. Under the circumstances that it happened, it was very hard to take in.
But also those who didn't. Tanya Manello put up flags for him.
It's very upsetting. I mean, you feel for the family. You don't ever want to get a call like that.
Outside of being a beloved state trooper, he was also a husband and father. And to remember him, the community recognized him from the flowers that lay at the scene to the lowered flags to a procession that overfilled a parking lot.
Because everybody John came in contact with grew to love him. I mean, he was as good a guy as you'll ever meet.
And we're still waiting on word about funeral arrangements for John Horton. Once we hear something, we will definitely let you know. The family has set up a GoFundMe page if you would like to donate. Live in Forest City, Teresa Bowles, Fox Carolina News.
Teresa, thanks. North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper also addressing this crash during a briefing earlier today.
And I particularly want to give deep condolences to the friends and family of State Highway Patrol Trooper John Horton and Mr. Dusty Luke Beck, who were both tragically killed in a highway accident in Rutherford County last night.
Governor Cooper says he is deeply grateful for Trooper Horton's service to the people of North Carolina, and we will have continuing team coverage on this horrific chain of events that has impacted so many people across the Carolinas, here on air, inside our app, and across social media. And again, as Teresa mentioned, as soon as we get arrangements for his funeral, we will pass those along to you.